Honestly, I think it's life-changing. Not everybody feels like they go through the program and they feel changed, but I remember one guy I signed up, and before he hated me for doing it. He's like, oh, come on, like, I feel like I don't want to do this. And then afterwards, he told me that he really thanked me for signing up for him because he really enjoyed it. So something as simple as that just can make a huge difference in someone's life.
Breaking down the walls was truly an amazing experience. It made people realize they are truly not alone in what they are going through, and I think that since this experience, our school will be less judgmental and more accepting of others.
There's a few people like, hey, have you been invited? And they're like, yeah, I don't really know if I want to go. And I'm like, just go. Just go. It's going to be the best experience you ever had at this school because it's just such a cool and positive experience, and you're going to come up with a totally new outlook on the way you see people and the way you are involved in your school activities. And they're just like, really? I saw the video online, like, I don't know what this is about, right? Like, is it really that cool? And yeah, just go.
I've realized that people may seem okay on the outside at school, but they really might have things going on in their personal life, so I shouldn't judge them from what they do or what they wear, because they might have something going on and it might just make them feel even worse.
Like, when you see people walking down the hall, they have this massive smile on their face, but everybody just thinks, oh, they're happy, but for all we know, they're struggling with something a lot more. Like, we don't know what they're going through at home, we don't know what they're going through. Just in school in general, if they're getting bullied, if they're getting, like, picked on, if they're just being excluded in general. We just never know.
Since breaking down the walls, I realized that you never really know what people are going through. And since this experience, I've realized that I really want to make a bigger effort to be kind and get to know more people.
Everyone has a story to them. Everyone has a background that, you know, we shouldn't make assumptions about people or be judgmental about people when we really don't know.
If I see something might be wrong with someone, I might go up to them, ask them what's up. They can tell them they can talk to me and open up. Just try to be there to, help out.
I learned quite a few things about the students in our school, because there's a lot of students that I saw in a certain way, where either the role of being someone who bullied people, but then actually realizing and learning that they had a lot of tough times in their life, and that might have been what fueled them to do that, to try and bring themselves up. But a few people that did do that, I saw them wanting to go there, and the reason for going there was they wanted to change themselves and start looking at how they've been affecting people. And that was something that I found really cool that I learned about.
It gave everybody that was a participant a chance to kind of rethink how they sort of go through their day-to-day existence, and to consider others, I think, as more a part of their own lives, and to understand how we are all part of sort of one big community, and having more awareness of each other is something that's going to make all of our lives more positive.
Rather than being an environment where you feared sharing, it was an environment where you felt comfortable sharing because you knew that you had, people around you that were going to listen and be supportive, whether you were, whether that was a student listening to other students, whether that was, teachers listening to students or students listening to teachers, that, I think everyone was there to kind of come to each other's support.
Chance for students to realize that they're not alone, that there are a lot of people in the building, adults and students, that are going through tough times, and that there are people in the building, students, adults, that care and want to be there to help.
I thought the sort of the respect, the courtesy, sort of the whole entire vibe throughout the rest of the school, for the rest of the week, and even continue on to this week has really changed. Like, there's people that were in my workshop day who I had no idea who they were when I met them, and yet I struck a really good conversation with them in the hallway yesterday, just because I got to meet them, got to see what they're about, and it was just one of those cool things, because I never would have associated myself with, say, like, maybe a grade 9 student who I never really had much in common with, but yet I found out he's really into some of the same things I am, and it was cool because I got to learn that through breaking down the walls.
I see everybody a lot different now. Like, not just the people who are in the breaking down the walls, but just like everyone, I'm learning to like you never know what's going on with someone. So like you just gotta like try to make someone's day, even if they look happy on the outside. You just keep trying to make them